Hello, my name is Mark Ferguson. I'm a design engineer with Wine Guardian, and I'm going to introduce you to our new family of through-the-wall products and the features and benefits that they have.
Hi, my name is Marcus Locke, another design engineer at Wine Guardian products, and I'm going to talk to you about the technical features of our 3 Wine Guardian products.
These through-the-wall systems are used in small to mid-size wine cellars. This is our classic unit that is a streamlined, low-cost, through-the-wall unit for the value-minded customer. This one to my left is what we call the Sentinel, and this is a mid-priced unit. And this is our top-of-the-line Defender. This is intended for wine cellars that have an exterior wall, so we can put this through an exterior wall of your home and be subject to most environmental elements. So our through-the-wall family line of products have 3 different capacities. We have about 1,000 BTU, we have 2,000 BTU, and about 3,500 BTU. Each one of those capacities is available in any one of these 3 trim lines. The through-the-wall system is a DIY product. It's very easily installed by most consumers. Both our Sentinel and Defender series are shipped with a wall sleeve. This is the same wall sleeve that we have for our legacy units. So these will fit in our traditional legacy wall sleeve as well as many of our competitors.
So now I'm going to talk about some of the benefits for our new through-the-wall Wine Guardian units. So the control of the units on all 3 trim packages, it's set to be able to control a wine cellar from 42 degrees up to 75 degrees. All 3 series come in 120, 60 hertz or 240 volt, 50 hertz. The 240 volt, 50 hertz has 4 different style plugs. One is for Europe, one is for the UK, one is for Australia and New Zealand, and the other one is for Switzerland. We switched to 513A refrigerant due to the fact that that refrigerant is a non-flammable refrigerant. It's also the lowest global warming potential refrigerant used in any wine cellar application in the United States today. The unit was specifically designed for energy efficiency. The components we selected, which include the TXV to monitor, meter the refrigerant flow, the coils and the fan motors were also designed and selected with energy efficiency in mind. The evaporator coil was designed around 5mm design. Along with the condensing coil, we chose a micro channel coil. What that does is help us reduce the amount of charge in our systems, which also lowers the global warming potential of our systems and also helps the efficiency of our units. So what that means to the end user is you could save in the hundreds of dollars depending on what size model that you select. So the Wine Guardian systems were designed with fail-safes in mind. So the first and most important fail-safe is our high pressure switch. What that does is it'll cut out the system when the pressure in the system gets too high. The reason why that switch would exercise is because you could have a fan failure, or you could just simply have something that's blocking the airflow on your condenser side, whether it's a piece of paper or insulation, a dirty coil, any of those things. It's an auto reset device on the high pressure switch, so after 4 cycles it'll auto reset, which prevents nuisance trips. Once it hits the 4th iteration in an hour, then it'll shut your unit completely down and you'll have to go in through the app to reset that. Another fail-safe is your loss of charge switch. The feature of this fail-safe is to prevent the compressor from running if you have a refrigerant leak. If your system runs out of refrigerant or has a leak and your compressor is running, you're going to damage that compressor within a fairly short period of time. With the switch, it'll shut the system down, protecting the compressor and any of the internal components, so you can easily find the refrigerant leak, fix it, and then you'll be back up and running without having to change a compressor, which is pretty expensive. So another fail-safe is the condensate overflow switch. That will shut your system off completely if your condensate reaches a level where it's going to prevent the water condensate from overflowing into your wine cellar. If there is some kind of blockage in your condensate removal system. So the last fail-safe that I want to talk about today is the defrost sensor. It's a sensor that's located on your evaporator coil. So if the coil gets too cold, it shuts your compressor off while your evaporator fan keeps running to defrost the coil. In certain applications, you want to run your wine cellar at lower temperatures. So this allows you to do that, but also protects your system and your wine from a frozen coil type of situation. So you'll be able to cycle at these lower load conditions and still maintain that cold temperature. All the through-the-wall units have coated evaporator coils due to corrosion in wine cellars. Wine cellars typically have a high level of corrosion, so we want to give it some added protection, and so we made the decision to coat all evaporator coils. So next I'll talk about the features with the Sentinel trim package. The first feature is it does have a relative humidity sensor and a temperature sensor. Just like on our legacy units, you will be able to connect an external humidifier and then control it through our controls using the relative humidity set point on the controller. Another feature I would like to discuss is the condensate re-evap feature. What that is it has an internal condensate re-evap coil, and what that does is it helps re-evaporate the condensate that's being produced by your unit, so you don't need to install an external condensate drain or external condensate pump. The Classic will require an external drainage system to remove the condensate from your through-the-wall system. Another feature with the Sentinel is we use sound foam. This helps deaden this noise being produced by the Sentinel, and our data shows that it is quieter than the Classic. Now we'll talk about the added features of the Defender. The Defender has all the options that both the Classic and the Sentinel have. So it has the Bluetooth, the near field communication, it has a relative humidity sensor, it has the additional sound foam internally, it has the condensate revap. The additional features that it has are it can be pushed through to an external wall, so it can handle outdoor conditions. It has electric heat, and it also has a low ambient protection feature. What that'll do for you is you'll be able to take your outdoor air conditions below 50 degrees. So the last feature I want to talk about is the low noise. The Defender was designed internally with sound foam and externally with our sound attenuation grills. These grills are designed with sound foam to reduce the noise to as low as 49 dBA under normal operation, and that's the lowest noise through the wall unit in the market.